Women's push for inclusion and recognition in the social, economic, political development agenda dates back to the early 1900s.
Gonna keep on moving forward.
Women's rights are human rights.
But it was not until the mid-40s that the United Nations, recognizing the magnitude of discrimination against women, acknowledged equality and gender empowerment as a human rights issue, giving birth to the International Women's Day. This was quickly followed by women empowerment conferences, bringing together women from across the globe to pressurize governments to realize their rights to participation and representation. The first of such conference was held in Mexico City in 1975. Quickly followed by that in Kenya's capital Nairobi in 1985. But the most remembered is the Beijing conference in China, held in 1995, that drew the world's attention to the women's universal suffrage.
Not lose hope. Here in Beijing, in the midst of all of you, we feel that the sun shall rise.
In Kenya, the struggle for women's recognition and involvement in development has been nothing short of dramatic. Coming from a background where women were not allowed to vote, to instances when they were literally assaulted for attempting to run for elective politics or push for their rights. Case in point, Anne Jogu, a human rights activist.
We've seen that it's like the constitution has been lifted or is suspended. It's no longer being applied. It looks like a police state with so many policemen who are involved in so many atrocities.
Martha Karua Gishugu, Member of Parliament today, also never had an easy ride rise into elective politics.
Women are discriminated and the winnable seats are always given to men. I had to migrate from my original party to DP in 1992 to get elected. I had been rigged out in favor of a man. And I know many women's political ambitions are killed in their infancy when they are rigged out of their parties.
But the mistreatment of women was not confined to the political arena only. Nobel laureate Wangari Maathai met vicious brutality in fighting corruption and land grabbing in Karura Forest, now set to become a tourist hotspot.
If we are going to shed blood because of our land, we will. We are used to that. Our forefathers shed blood for our land. We will do so. This is my blood. And it reminds me of the blood that Wayaki shed, trying to protect Karura Forest.
It is such violence based on gender, culture and social perception that prompted women to say enough is enough.
We are here to take our space. This is our time. Please, let's appreciate ourselves and let's use our strength. We have our strength and our strength is not this boardroom. Let's leave this boardroom and let's go to the villages and let's use that strength to get the proper space that we require in this country.
Over time, bits and pieces of legislation have been put in place to address the plight of women, the most celebrated being the Sexual Offences Act. But it is the new constitution adopted on the 4th of August that marks a milestone in the country's recognition of the role of women in development, specifics that the Committee of Experts captured extensively while drafting the harmonized draft.
We know that women and men are equally qualified, but for us we are saying time has come because we know women are qualified and it's a question of first among equals. Yeah, time has come for a country to give these women that opportunity.
It promotes equality in access to opportunities, including government jobs and training opportunities. It also protects the right to health, including reproductive health care, and gives the right to abortion if the life of a mother is determined by a professional to be in danger. A clause that has been controversial, with churches opting to vote against its wording on religious and moral grounds. On the question of citizenship previously not catered for in the Lancaster Constitution, it states that a woman can now pass citizenship to her children regardless of whether she is married to a Kenyan or not. It now guarantees equal rights at the time of marriage, during marriage, and at the dissolution of marriage should it end in divorce. Her right to property is also safeguarded in the event of divorce or death of her husband.
Let us be more positive If a girl child in your homestead has been given an opportunity, it's an opportunity to the family. If your boy child is given an opportunity, it's an opportunity to the family. Even that notion that women are being favored is born out of the discrimination that has become the order of the day, that there are protests whenever women are given way.
Currently, of the 210 elected members of parliament, only 15 are women.
It actually cascades to any level that is appointive or elective. That means in all parastatal boards, in school board of governors, and any other. There must be 1/3 representation of women.
It also establishes the Kenya National Human Rights and Equality Commission to promote gender equity and mainstream it into the national development. It is these gains that the women folk are largely celebrating, even as the entire nation looks to Uhuru Park to celebrate the much-sought new constitutional order that will change the course of the country for decades to come. Kathina Chenga for A Nation Reborn.